So after getting 1.29 subscribers on YouTube, I feel it's the perfect time to do another Q&A. Hi, my name's Sloan Tippis, and let's get into it. Do you plan on playing Sparking Zero? I mean, I'll probably get around to playing it, but it's not like at the top of my priorities list. There's other games like that Wukong game that just came out that I want to get, and there's other indie games that I want to get too, like Convergence, Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown, The World Ends With You, Nobody Wants to Die, and Choo Choo Charles. When can we expect issue 1 or concept art for your comic? I mean, generally speaking, I've been releasing my character designs for a long time, but I'm probably gonna re-upload more, because now I have more followers. As for the first issue, maybe around sometime next year, maybe. It all depends on when the Kickstarter gets started. But I'm gonna try to aim for next year. If it's able to happen early, I'll definitely let you guys know. I'm getting the Marvel app to read comics. Any recommendations? Yes. Thor: The God Butcher arc is an amazing read and will honestly get you to understand why people are so dang critical of the MCU. Donny Cates' run on Thor is phenomenal. From the Herald of Galactus arc all the way to God of Hammers arc. I highly recommend you read all of that. Donny Cates' Cosmic Ghost Rider is amazing, and Cosmic Ghost Rider is one of my favorite characters ever. Not my exact favorite character, but one of them. The graphic novel version of Dark Tower by Stephen King. Top tier. I myself I'm not well versed in Beta Ray Bill lore, I just know his origin, but even with that, I was still able to thoroughly enjoy Beta Ray Bill Argent Star. It's by Donny Cates, so it's amazing. Black Widow Venomous, this is an amazing read. Anything that's under Annihilation 2099 is going to be amazing. So far, from what I can see, almost everything under the new Ultimate Universe is amazing as well. I will say I haven't read the new X-Men launch in the Ultimates, but I've heard reviews about it, and it's like, it's not really X-Men-y, if you know what I mean. But from what I hear, besides that, it's a pretty good run. Donny Cates' Thanos run honestly made Thanos one of my favorite villains of all time, so I recommend his run on Thanos. Planet Hulk is amazing and will get you to understand why people hate the MCU Hulk so much. World War Hulk is a follow-up to this story and is also amazing. And then sometime after that, catch up on Immortal Hulk, because Immortal Hulk is an absolutely amazing series and makes Hulk an even more deep character than he already was. Have you played or read a Warhammer 40k book/game? If so, which is your favorite faction? I've read one Warhammer 40k comic book, but I've watched a bunch of the lore videos. I haven't played any of their games yet, but I want to get into the board game, but I haven't played the game yet. But despite that, I know a decent amount about the lore, so I have to say my favorite faction is Chaos Divided. What is your favorite type of character? Now, this is a tough question. I will admit, this is really tough, because there's so many kinds of characters I like, so I'm gonna try to slim it down if I can. I guess I can say the characters with range. Like, they can fight at a range distance and have a bunch of hacks and abilities, but when you get up close and personal, they are just as dangerous as well. So characters like Blue Marvel, Magic, and Adam Warlock. But even then, that's not completely accurate, because I loved close quarter absolute masters of combat as well. So it's kind of a mix between the two, which is another reason why I'm so excited for Absolute Wonder Woman. And in Inktaint's 5 Years Later webcomic, they've made Danny Phantom kind of like this, and I love the way they made him. I'll probably make a video on him. And I have to say, the ones that I really like that fit this archetype in one way or another is Magic, because she's actually really funny to me as well, and Toji Fushiguro. I haven't really seen any black characters yet that fulfill this archetype, but if I don't see him out there, I'll just make him myself. Just found your channel and absolutely love it. I'm glad you're enjoying the content so far. If Miles Morales had more original villains, do you think that would differentiate him a little more from Peter? Second question, if yes, do you have any ideas? I'm gonna be completely honest, at this point, he needs a heck of a lot more than just original villains. If I'm being completely honest, they need to get rid of him out of the Spider-Man mantle altogether and give him something more original, such as making him the Prowler. And no, I'm not saying turn Miles into a villain. Maybe an anti-hero, but at the end of the day, have him claim the Prowler mantle and make it his own and a good one. I feel what they should do is turn Miles into the new Prowler and he uses this mantle for good. He may be a little bit more lethal than Peter in a way, and from there he gets his own new villains. Will you do a series where you debate people? Maybe. Like, I'll probably just do like little response videos and kind of like pick apart what they're saying or whatever if I disagree with it. But like a whole series like with its own special title and such, I probably won't go as far as that. What is your opinion on Danny Ketch? I'm gonna be honest, I have not read enough about Ghost Rider to have my opinion on Robbie Reyes, Danny Ketch, and Johnny Blaze. But if you can send me like a reading list of all the Ghost Rider stuff, I will happily read it and then come back with you on my opinion. What was the most frustrating and dumb show that people try to act like was deep? Easy. Acolyte. I'm gonna be honest. Everything that show tried to do, it has already been done in canon and in Legends. There ain't nothing that show did special besides just be. No. Disney Star Wars, for the most part, is bad. So no, there ain't nothing they did special.
You really do hate black people?
No. I love black people. I hate incompetent, thick-lipped, scratch where it don't itch Negroes like you. Y'all keep us acting like newly freed slaves.
Have you read Vagabond? And if you have, what are your thoughts on it? I'm gonna be honest, I have not read Vagabond yet. Because, generally speaking, for me, it's like the whole samurai archetype and thing for me is really, really oversaturated. And I'm sick of seeing it, down to the point where I almost starting to hate samurai and ninjas to the point. I mean, but I'll give Vagabond a try. What was the first story that made you want to write your own? Now, this is a crazy one. I first started wanting to write when I was in high school. In high school, I used to love Ben-Hur to death. I even made my own little urban fantasy semi-sci-fi story in like a little Word document. I was actually planning to publish that first. But like, I eventually stayed away from that story. I mean, I still included elements of that old story into my newer stories, but generally speaking, it was Ben-Hur. Despite me not liking the series anymore, I have to give credit where credit is due. Without that series, I wouldn't have started writing. Also, thank you guys for tuning in again for another Q&A, and I'll see you next time. Also, my Cashapp is open if you guys want to sponsor videos. Any amount is welcome, and feel free to send me, like I said, any amount you want for a sponsored video. Other than that, I'll see you guys around.